What's up, everybody? Jason here, about to do some unboxing. A company called Stackstone just sent me an all-in-one turntable to review, so I told them I would. I don't have the best setup for recording something like this, so I apologize for the phone quality audio. First thing I noticed is that the main outside box has no tape. There's tape on the side, but no evidence that this was ever really fully sealed. So they might want to be a little more careful with that. Hopefully that didn't result in any damage along the way. But let's get this thing open. Well, the first thing that I'll tell you is that it is pretty darn heavy. Way heavier than any other all-in-one that I have felt before. I think what I'm gonna do is just get this open, test it out, and then get some close-up shots of it and head upstairs and then go over the details and the specs on this thing and give you my overall thoughts after I give this thing a listen. It came with a little enjoying now shelf thing. You can see all the parts are like pretty nice. It's all wood and metal, not really any plastic anywhere. The only plastic is the adapting piece for playing 45s. Other than that, everything else, at least feels like it's very high quality. So you can see that there are speakers all around. There's actually 6 speakers. There's 2 mid-range and bass speakers, 2 tweeters, and 2 pro bass auxiliary units. It's got a pretty nice tone arm on it. It's an AT3600L dual moving magnet stereo tone arm, whatever all that means, but it's a nice metal tone arm, adjustable with measurements so you can actually tell where you're placing the counterweight. It's got a design patent for a dual layer vibration isolation system. You can play it at 33 or 45 RPMs. You can play, 7-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch records all on this player. It also has an Audio-Technica cartridge stylus on it. All right, so now we've gotten a good look at this thing. My final thoughts on it, I'm pretty impressed, especially with the build quality. I think all of the parts are, of really good quality. I think the engineering of it, the dual layer shock absorption, works great for minimizing vibrations. It's a big, heavy, piece of furniture, so it's really stable. This definitely isn't like your suitcase type all-in-one player. The cartridge and needle, I think, are better than what you'll find on other similarly priced players as well. Normally in this price range, you might want to worry a little bit about the stylus actually damaging the records. And I don't really have that concern with the Audio-Technica stylus. I think this is a great player for, dabbling in vinyl if you're not already really into it, if you just want to kind of see what it's about. This is a good way to get started. I also think it's great for people who have bigger, more elaborate setups, but maybe they want to take their vinyl to another room, play it in the dining room or something. Without running wire all through the house, this is a good option. The sound on it's pretty good. It's maybe a little brittle in the high end if you really crank it, but overall it's got a pretty nice sound, especially for what it is, an all-in-one player. I don't think you're going to find another one that sounds this good. And I think at the price point that it's at, it just came down in price actually. It's now $239. It's a really good option. I think, I would have happily paid more for this than that. Maybe if it was like a $500, $600 player, I'd think twice about it. But I think it's a really good value. It can get loud. It can fill a room with sound. It fills my whole first floor, kitchen, dining room, living room. I have no problem putting a record on and hearing it all throughout the floor. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Thanks again to Stackstone for sending it. And I guess we'll finish this thing out with a little audio sample. Granted, this is only my phone picking up the audio, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of an idea of how this sounds and how it projects and how it fills a room. So yeah, again, Stackstone, Savage Audio, Savage the One is the player. Check it out. I'll link below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Follow your roads, as wide as the air.